Good afternoon, I'm the Custard Prophet and welcome to something new, at least for me. So what we're going to do today is a bit of Football Manager, and this is going to be the start of hopefully a series of series on this channel, and hopefully that'll be enjoyable. Football Manager will be the base content, but then I'll also be looking to bring in some other games that I'm interested in. The idea of have one Football Manager save going on and then a non-Football Manager save going on at the same time. In terms of putting things out, we'll see how it goes, but initially I'm thinking of maybe a couple of Football Manager videos a week and a couple of the other series a week. We'll start off with just the Football Manager initially, and then we'll see what that is. I'm not entirely sure what that will be just yet. But as you can probably tell, we're starting off our Football Manager career with the mighty Bros Burton Albion Football Club. So we will be taking a trip to the Pirelli Stadium, the Rubber Dome as some people call it. They're my team, this is why I've chosen them. So let's go and meet Burton Albion Football Club. So let's have a look at the club itself. So it was founded in 1950, nice round number. I thought it was like 53 for some reason, but that's clearly wrong. And for many years they were a non-league club, but Nigel Clough joined in the late 90s and he propelled them to stardom, and as all English football fans know, they did incredibly well getting to the Championship a couple of years ago, stayed there for a season, but were relegated last season, and are now starting in League 2. Sorry, not League 2, League 1. Don't want to preempt myself, but had an amazing run this year so far to semi-finals of the Carabao Cup. So still really great times to be a Burton Albion fan. So I've joined, I've replaced Nigel Clough. That's not going to be a popular decision. And let's have a look here. So the capacity of the stadium, it's a small stadium. I mean, I think it was £7 million that was spent generating the stadium, building the stadium. A lot of it was paid with the Manchester United Cup tie all those years back, but it's still quite a small stadium for this level, and actually size of club, we're probably a League 2, lower League 2 size club rather than anything else. But we've got about 2,000 seats. Facilities, about 2,000 seats, and that was right, 2,034. That's very good. And what's quite interesting, what's really good, is the training facilities. So we train at St George's Park, so home of England training. It helps living, it helps as they're right next door to it. So they have the best possible training facilities, which is fantastic. So that's going to be really helpful. I think everything else is going to be pretty poor. So youth recruitment. I don't know why youth coaching is poor, because presumably they should still be training there, so I don't get that. But poor pretty much everything else. The plan, what we want to do here, is to take Burton Albion where they've never been before, and that is the Premier League. That's the goal of this save. It's a fairly modest goal, but as you'll quickly figure out, I am not the greatest at Football Manager. So this video is initially just a little look-see at the team, and then in the next video we'll be having a little look at look at the first game. There's no roof. God, dear. Imagine if they had a roof. Right, so finances. That'll probably be somewhere to look. So nice round transfer budget, £100,000. You know, the wage budget isn't bad. We're 3.5 million. I didn't realise it was that much, but we've got, well, a few quid to play with, so we can play around with that. Probably room for another player at least in there. The balance looks good, so I mean the club is projected to lose money. Oh dear. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I think probably we can look to trim things down a bit, maybe. So let's meet the team. So this is who we've got. So interestingly, I've just moved Bradley Collins to the senior squad. So he's a loanee from Chelsea. I think that's where he should really be. So in goal we've got Stephen Bywater, who played all of last season. I mean, he's a 37, but his sort of physicals are heading down in some areas. But he's a good all-round goalkeeper, certainly for this level. So I think he's a decent first choice. And then we've got Etimov, who we brought in. It was from Forest. He was sort of like a bit of a panic buy because we'd lost all the rest of the goalkeepers. But you know, he's got potential apparently. Bradley Collins on loan from Chelsea. I mean, he doesn't look like he's quite as good as the other guys, so I think maybe we send him back. I don't know if we're paying wages. So, centre of defence, we've got Jake Buxton, Carl McFadzean and Ben Turner. So Jake Buxton is he spent some time at Burton when they first got promoted into the Football League. Good heading, good marking, good tackling, solid central defender, no pace, no acceleration. So, yeah, that's a bit of an issue. 33 years old, but good player. Carl McFadzean, a bit younger. I think we bought him from Sheffield United. No, he was at Sheffield United. We bought him from MK Dons. What do I know? Again, good heading, good marking, good tackling, good physicals, but not the fastest. A little bit faster than Buxton, but still not particularly fast. And Ben Turner, same again, and again really slow. So three guys who look pretty much identical, which, you know, we're going to win headers with those guys, but if the ball goes over behind them, we're in a lot of trouble. So on left back and right back, we're lacking a little bit here. We've got Damien McCrory, who's been at the club, the longest serving player. Been at the club for a fair amount of time, and they've made him look really quite well rounded on this game. I wouldn't put him nearly that good, but it's decent crossing, you know, okay pace for a wing back. So decent passing, decent technique. It's nothing spectacular. Everything's sort of fairly decent. I mean, he'll do. We just got no one else. And on the other side, club captain. Did I just make that up? He's not club captain. Well, John Brayford, ex-Burton Albion youth prospect. It spells it Derby, Sheffield United. And you can see sort of similar looking guy. He's got a bit more heading ability, and so he can play in the centre of defence quite effectively, and that's happened a lot over the season. But again, sort of fairly well-rounded player. But that's it. That's it at the back. That's, you know, it's quite poor. Lucas Akins, he can play at the back. So you look at that. He's got the ability to pass. You know, his tackling's not terrible for someone who can play up front. He's really well rounded. So he's someone who can fill in pretty much anywhere on the pitch, which is a really useful player to be. He's a bit more useful further up the field, but a really nicely well-rounded player, a really useful player to have in a squad. I think he'll be involved every game. So he can pretty much go anywhere. So in the centre of midfield, I mean, look at this, we've got like a billion players. So Stephen Quinn, he's well, he's got him as a box-to-box midfielder. He kind of is that, but I'd have put him a bit more of a ball-willing midfielder. Starts off, moves, that sort of thing. He's got great passing ability, good technique, good positioning. He's again interesting. Yeah, pace I'd agree with, but strength I'd have given him a bit more than that, and I did not realise he was only 5'6". He's a little wee man, which is a shame, but really useful player. Ben Fox is a youngster. Maybe look to loan him out. He looks fairly well rounded, but he could do with some. He's not going to get straight in the team with all these other guys ahead of him. Jaimie Allen, again, where did we buy him from? I can't remember. Rochdale, that's it. So where is he? Jaimie Allen. So again, decent playmaker. He's got good passing ability, good first touch, good technique, good work rate. A lot of the things he needs to be a good deep line playmaker. Yeah, I think he's going to be good, a good solid player to have in there. I mean, I think this is the word I'm using a lot, solid, and I think this is the problem. We're fairly unspectacular. And then we got Jake Hesketh on loan from Southampton. You know, he's been on the radar with Football Manager players for a long time. You know, she had a great season in the first half of this season, and since went back, but you know, he's got good dribbling, good first touch, good passing, amazing determination. We are going to have to play this guy, so he does look a real talent, and someone who'd be good to have involved. Joe Sparrow, again a youngster, but actually again sort of fairly well-rounded youngster. Certainly he can sort of be some good squad depth. Can't really play out wide. We haven't really got much out wide. Scott Fraser, again sort of slightly higher up the pitch, can play at central midfield, but can play in that number 10 role. So decent vision, decent dribbling, really good dribbling actually. Great composure and agility. So I think he absolutely will be great in that attacking midfielder role. I think he'll get a lot of game time. Young Scott Fraser. Will Miller, ex-actor, played Oliver Twist. Bought him from Tottenham. Yeah, he's pretty much what he is in real life. He's someone who's not going to get an awful lot of games, but he'll come on and get a good few sub appearances, I think. Or maybe we loan him out. Maybe we try and build some squad. You know, maybe we use him as squad depth. I don't know, or maybe just get rid. So he's up top. So Devante Cole is a striker, but apparently can play out wide. So he's on loan from Wigan. There you go. I can read. Pacey, strong. Actually, not that strong. Pacey, quick player. He's on the wing. Reasonable crossing, good dribbling. So yeah, we could play him as a winger if we're going to play a winger. But looking at this squad, I don't think we're going to be playing wingers. I mean, we've got no one on the side really. David Templeton, again, he can play up top quite effectively. Look at that dribbling. 15 dribbling, 15 flair, 13 long shots, 13 vision, 14 pace. He is getting games. He looks a lot better in this than he does in real life. And the big guys up top, so Marvin Sordell. Yeah, he's still got a lot of life left in him. I mean, look at him. I always thought he was a lot older than that, but yeah, okay, decent finishing, decent first touch, decent composure. Concentration's not very good. He gets distracted by stuff. You know, he's a decent player. I think if we're playing one up top, he'll be an excellent backup for that. The man who's going to be up top initially is this man, Liam Boyce. Look at the finishing. Look at the first touch. Look at the heading ability. He's just going to hold things up. Look at that penalty taking and technique. Massive determination. Really big, strong lump up top who can finish. That is exactly what you want in League One. Really excited about Liam Boyce. I mean, for those who don't know anything about Liam Boyce, when we signed him in our start of our second season in the Championship, he got injured in pre-season, missed the whole season. We signed him for a club record fee, around £500,000, pretty much everything we had, and then lost him for a whole season, which probably is what got us relegated. Disappointing. So let's have a look in the under-23s. Anyone in here? Well, Reece Hutchinson is someone who is playing in the first team at the moment. He don't look great, but he will make a backup probably. Let's move him to... I can't remember how to move to the senior squad. There we go. Who else have we got here? Marcus Harness, another player who's currently making a name for himself, who can play out on the wing. Good. He should have good pace, reasonable pace, reasonable crossing, but someone who we can maybe... Well, I know he's 22, but someone who can... So we'll move him to the senior squad. Where's the squad gone? There we go. So we fleshed out the squad. So looking at this, what do we need? We need a right back. Quite badly need a right back for a bit of depth there. I think it depends on what we're going to play. I think I'm tempted to play a sort of 4-3-3 with the squad, with the players that we've got. I think that will be good, but I do realise that we've got Dave Templeton there, but maybe we can play him as some sort of, sort of like an advanced forward and try and get him involved like that. And I would like to we'll see how it goes. I always thought Hesketh was a wide man, but yeah, we'll definitely probably look to get a right back in. We might look to maybe clear out a couple of these guys to make a bit of space. Would be nice to get a bit of pace at centre back as well. Maybe that's what we'll try to do. So, well, thank you very much, and I hope this has whetted your appetite for more to come. So next time we will be playing the first game of the season, which will be against Rochdale at home. So Jaimie Allen's old club. So let's see what we're expected to do. No. Oh, where do we get that? Sky, but no, I didn't need to press that. There we go. Where's the thing? Season preview. Why can't I see that? Okay, so we are 6th favourites to go back up. So we're in a good place. We're entirely in a sort of... We've got a decent team. We've got 3 players in the top players there, Brayford, Turner and Boyce. So we're quite well done here. I think if we can get a bit of pace at the back, we might be okay. We might do all right. I'm quite excited about this. I should also say this is my first game on FM 2019. I've been playing for ages FM 2017 and before that various versions before, so I'm going to learn it with you guys. Really excited. So if you've enjoyed this, hit the like button, subscribe, and see you next time. Thank you very much.